know, person that is close to you, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. So we condolence with you, the Queen Rita family, the entire household of Rita family. We condolence with you. Sorry, my sister. God will, as long as your mother is not there, as her spirit keep protecting you, then you will also find another earthly mother that will be there by you. Earthly mother, you know what I mean by earthly mother. Another mama will represent your mama for you. Or go where we need Jesus nogi. Or more when no ma tire when no ma. Or to take a position visually. Even when we need your master team or ragmon. Or when we need Jesus. Because say baby my way or a sagging. It's about the relationship you have with a person. So I am praying this morning that please share the video as you are joining. Don't forget to always share my video. I never share them more. Ritotarians. Please share the video. Continue sharing. Continue sharing. I don't know what's going on. Facebook is not sending out notifications. I don't know why it is like that. It happened some days. I also saw that I put some stuff in private instead of me putting it public. I put it private. I was shocked to see it. But nevertheless, share the video as you are joining. I'll share your video just getting ready for work in America. Oh, Willis Trouter. Thanks for joining, Willis Trouter. Also share the video to your friends, to your fans, or whatever, like to your contacts so that they can also follow up. Thank you. So God bless you. Somebody is talking about blessing Igbinedion Day. You know, please, you people should take it easy. Don't think I don't know everybody. Not everyone, but 80% of the people that follow me, I know them more than you people who are the commenters. More than all the things say, a person know the look social, a person been a presenter, I know the look. Let me tell you, presenters they are the people who watch social media more than you in some cases, especially when the situation on ground is concerning them. They watch a lot, but not be anyone who not they make sense, except if you have not made a decision to keep a deaf ear. Me personally, as Rita, when I make decisions, say I want to keep a deaf ear, that's when I don't listen to what people say. But when I want to follow up, I listen. When I am ready, say I want to follow up, I listen. When I don't want to make a follow up, I don't listen and I don't go that area. I don't. I give a deaf ear. So it's our fasting day 1. It just started today, and I am recommending by the special grace of God that we enter Psalm 35. Even if you didn't join this fasting, Rita fans and followers, it occurs to you that maybe you might be going to work, you have children, in the course of feeding your children or 1 or 2 things you have eaten already, you didn't join the fasting. Please try to read Psalm 35 in remembrance to pray for Rita. Yes, to join me in prayer, even as you are using it to fight for your own enemies. Because prayer is one thing, it's 2 ways, it's not only for one person. As you are praying for another person, you are getting double and times 10 of the prayer that you are praying for them. That is why when you're also wishing a person evil, the negativity that follow that evil, in most cases, it's not the person where they wish an idea, now body now for the heavy pass. Where our Benin people say, "One me am be saying, unani batek and dama." In an okay, just look at how many is facing you. When you are just doing like this to a person to say you just look at how many is being pointed at you. You are pointing only one at a person. Look at how many is being directed to you. This one is the ordeal of life, the reality of life. Now so it be. Good morning, my Ritotarians and other nations. You all are welcome to Queen Ritoto platform. One love, James Smith. You don't forget to say that anytime you enter my video. So thanks for joining, my lovely people. I personally, you know what I am doing. Yes, but when you are doing this thing that we are doing now, they call it spiritual cleansing. When you are doing something like this, spiritual cleansing, you don't have to look dirty. You don't have to look like unhappy. You have to be very sober, not unhappy. You don't have to look broken. Even if you have something that is tormenting you, just like Sister Meg said, now she lost her mother. Mother is everything. You don't have to show it. You never mentioned it. Oh, it's not good, Mama. I'm just hearing this now. You never mentioned it. Oh, it's not good, Mama. What is that? What is not good? Please tell me about it. What is the precious waves that I never mentioned? Let me come back on it again. My Queen Rita, I am with you on this fasting. Bravo. God bless you. Please join us on with Psalm 35. To join us. You don't need to make you can't look dirty. You don't need to look You see me how I am looking this morning. I am just using myself as an example to tell most of you when you are fasting and you are praying to God for a particular cause, you don't need to be dirty. When you get up from your bed in the morning, you clean up yourself very well. Like, clean up yourself very well. Wear a nice and a fitting cloth that is fitting for you. Something that you are comfortable inside. But just look at your best. After you don't do your prayer, do something that takes your mind away from thinking about food. If you are at home, the only thing you are seeing in front of you is food. You need to be like watching television, Netflix, get yourself busy, arranging your house, doing one or two things. But don't gossip too much. Don't gossip too much with friends on phone. Don't go too much into negativity. So these are our 3 days. I'll be talking about it. These 3 days fasting that we are doing. Till Sunday we are breaking it. So there are some things I will not also be doing also. Just to prove to you people that I know what I am doing. And to also keep my spirit alive. And in alliance and accordance to what I put on ground. That I am doing. That I am serious about it. Because our people, they talk and say, no nyapant yuk masome. No manyae oya eku. Meaning, if you that owns something, you disregard it. And you are disrespecting it. You are not giving it that kind of respect. Who do you want to come and respect that thing for you? That's why our people will say, no nyapant yuk masome. No manyae oya eku. So, my people, if you are a Rita fan, Rita lover, and I also see that some of the organic nations were willing to also join. You guys can join in good faith. You are all invited. Fans and followers on Facebook, even if you are not my fan, even if you don't belong to Ritotarian family, you are not one of our family, you are just a viewer. You view, and you love me, you like me. Anyway, I will still pray with you. Thank you, Messi Josie. Even if you have eaten, that's what I just say. Sometimes happened, you know, that it sometimes happened that you will eat. But don't forget to do the right thing by praying. Prayer is also good. Pray in all honesty. See, I'm praying for Mama Rita with this Psalm 35. Anyone who is fighting against her, let them fight against herself. Anyone who is looking for her downfall, one of the most important part of that prayer. Anyone who wants to see Mama Rita fall down so that they will rise, may they fall for Mama Rita to rise. When I'm not wishing it to anyone, no one should wish it for me and succeed. And I also want you people to know that I'm not afraid of fight. I don't love it. I'm not afraid of fight. I don't chop fish roll this morning. Shy, I forgot. That's why I am here to repeat it and repeat it again. Even if you forget, carry your Psalm 35. Use it to pray. To say, this Psalm 35 that I'm holding in my hand, Lord Almighty, I'm using it to pray for my enemy and the enemies. To pray because of Mama Rita. Pray for me. You know, I've never asked you, my fans, for all this kind of things before. But I am asking you this time around. It's for a reason and a purpose. Alright? So please join me in this fasting and prayers, because our people, they use a parable say, sometimes they will do wonders in your life more than the ones you have inside. I do something like this always, but I've never brought it online for one day. You know, it's a spiritual cleansing. It's nothing bad about it. When you're praying for me, at the same time, you're also praying for yourself. Like I talked just now, where for end, I say, if you do this prayer, look at your best, look good, because God forbid, person not go to say because they do fasting or they do prayer, you know, they clean itself, it go look tata, it go look. No. Never. You look at your best. You see me when I woke up this morning, I cleaned up myself, I organized my house, I put my house in order. I did, if to say that normal, if not this what I'm doing, I would have taken my coffee, even 2 cups already, or coffee would have been gone already this morning, because I want to be hijacked. But we will be ending, for those who are joining the fasting, we will be ending 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, till the night we want to end, and for those that are in the fasting. And if you are not in the fasting, you are still joining us to prayer, we thank and we appreciate you, and we really appreciate you. As I'm also praying for myself with that Psalm 35 today that we put down, I'm also using it to pray for you. Everyone that have a good heart towards me, following me with all diligently. People who knows my beginning on Edo cyberspace. People who are following me, who knows the truth on Edo cyberspace. The light people on Edo cyberspace, I'm also praying for you all. And as well, I'm praying for my enemies for light to visit them too. You know. So, because when light comes, darkness cannot comprehend it. Light is a powerful wherever. If it comes, darkness vanishes, you know. Lovely Ayemi people. That one and that one. Yesterday, as I come to work, I was talking about work environment. Haters live here right now, yeah? Jones. I was talking about work environment. Work environment. I need to also cook my people. My kids need to eat when they come back. Well, let me see what Blessing is writing. Somebody's passing a message. I don't write to her name down. I really respect the purpose of Rita standing here now online. We go see for next junction. Oh, Blessing, you are trying to wage saga or war with some people over there. And Blessing Benedium, why are you using Lolo's picture to always... You always... I don't know. I have seen on cyberspace that there's this thing you have with Lolo and the ex-friend together, two of them. Even me. There are times when I will enter some people's video, I'll see you beating me back black and blue over there. Take it easy. That's the only thing I can say. If it's making you happy anyway, I will not go against it. That is for that. So, waiting, I want to thank you so much to Lolo's Talk Show, Organic Mama. I saw your message and your video. I watched it early this morning when I woke up. One of the first things that popped up on my timeline was that I needed to go and see it. I watched it. I heard everything that you said inside. Thanks for the appreciation and the one love keep us together. The truth of the matter is that some people believe that when there is no fight on a cyberspace, they will never get people to watch them. The truth of the matter is that Queen Rita or Boy, those two women to do that year. But that was why do you always come to me to tell me to forgive? If you also you know they forgive, why they tell me make me forgive? When people see me, when I continue repeating one thing or the other, they think, oh Rita, you don't forgive, you don't have forgiving hearts. You are a person, let me talk about it this morning. You are a person who don't forgive, you too they keep grudge. I forgive my people. That one is a lie. You don't know me. I forgive. I'm an easygoing person. Live and let's live. Do you know one thing I dislike? Let me not use it. One thing I don't like is oppression. Aye. Oppression irritates my skin. I can't say because I forgive and you continue doing one thing to me, you want me to take it. It's an oppression to me. I don't accept oppression. I don't take it. I don't stand for it. So it's impossible for a person to want me to take oppression just for you to believe that I have forgiven you. No. That one I'll be walking and shitting my own self. I'll be working against the own destiny where God take carry me on life, which I don't want to do for anyone to satisfy anyone. So, who among the men of God for a Bible way not go war? Is it that they didn't forgive the people they were fighting with? It has nothing to do with forgiveness. It has a lot to do with I suffered for a cause already. I will not allow you to belittle me just to make yourself higher. So that's one thing I stand for. Now I make una they see me say, I know they get up, I'll just carry work, go meet a person. I believe that I can have my fans and my viewers when I stand to talk without talking about anyone. I believe so much in myself and I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do. I've been able to build a fan base on a cyberspace, not with Saga. Are you people hearing me? It's not with Saga, even if they are trying to twist it for you people. It's not with Saga. I want more way. Exactly, that is why I love you so much, Queen Rita. Alright, so lovely Ayemi people. That is it. You cannot come and be telling presenter say forgive. You know they forgive. Do you know a person that is difficult to forgive? A person who continue doing what they used to do. If that thing is wrong, you see them continue doing it. Fighting for yourself is not Saga. Me, I don't do Saga. If I will go and carry people to say, come on, because I don't get what I want to talk, let me come and bring this person here and come and use the person to do topic so that I can give you. Whereas it's not making sense to people. I don't do such a thing, but I know how to fight. I fight for my rights. Just a minute, my people. Let me get my charger. All right, let me get my charger. If they are not fighting my Facebook, if they are not fighting my Facebook with restriction and all those things, now maybe one person will be say when I stand on social media to talk, I don't need Saga for people to listen to me, not at all. Even if I don't have anything to say, I just stand over here. People will be complete and they will listen to what I have to say. So Saga, I'm not a Saga person, but I'm a person that fights to defend what I believe in, which is my spirit and my soul is against oppression. I don't go low for oppression to take over me. No, it's not possible. So my lovely Ayemiemo, please Queen Retoto, don't let this good for nothing person distract you. Please go straight to the topic. Yes, I want to talk about work environment. Work environment as some colleague of work. What I want also, more na use and tell look what they happen for this cyberspace. You know, say for work environment, people they always, you must meet a person or you must meet some people who thinks they are too intelligent, who thinks they are too clever. Some people are too clever for nothing. They believe say, eh, their cleverness no be here. They believe say that they know everything pass. And I see that some blacks or some African people, then they read the four. Let me take it like this so that I can be seeing you guys better. Then they read the four pray to this kind of people for work. When they go, they meet. Sometimes you go meet the person for work. Maybe now you be the newcomer where they enter there, or some of them they will be your seniors. They came to meet you in that working environment. Yeah. So some people have a controlling spirit. This controlling spirit that we are talking about is everywhere. Even in your workplace, you meet some people who are very controlling in nature, who have a spirit of dominion. They call it dominion. Some of them, they come to meet you for the workplace where they do, the place where you for the work, but they want to dominate your spirit. Haven't you met such a people before? Eh? Me, I'm a worker with many years experience, so I know what I'm talking about. Not be many years experience. So I have met with different kinds of people. I have worked with different kinds of people. When I see a person who is going around with a dominion spirit, a spirit of dominating another person, I quickly see it, I know it, and my spirit rejects them. My spirit not they accept people like that at all. It's difficult for me. It's my kind of person. Please accept me. This is who I am. All right? And it's not please. If you feel like it's good for you to accept who I am, all right. If it's not, then it's okay. Life is about your choice. But this is my choice and the kind of person that I am. I don't accept oppression. For work environments, if they happen, you will see some people. They will say they come meet you for work. They will come there to meet you. But they want to dominate your spirit in that work. Sometimes you have many years of experience in that job. Sometimes you have or you came to meet them. They don't allow you to explore. They want to lock you. They want to make you be in one day, whatever like this. Good morning, Mama Julie, Lao, good morning. Anything where they do, they want to add job to your own, make your work for many. You never see some people like that for workplace. They want add job, they want you start to shift. They want to use time to shift the work that they are supposed to do. Thank you for the like and love. Please continue liking and loving the video, please. Continue sharing, liking and loving the video. It's very important. Continue sharing, liking and loving the video. They want to restrict you. Some people be like that. Sometimes they're not going to even be the chef when you employ you for that work. Your chef will give you freedom to explore yourself. Locate things where they are. If not cleaner you be, your chef will allow you to know where the broom is. Your chef will allow you to know where the shovel is. Your chef will allow you to know where the cleaning materials are. Your chef will allow you to know different kind of things that is in that company. They will allow you to know it by yourself. But when you come across this kind of workers who have dominion spirits, they don't allow you to know these things by yourself. They want to either bring it to you, or they want to close you, or they want to be commanding you to the do and say, you, take it. You know, stuff like that. They don't allow you to exploit. How do you deal with colleagues like this? I forgot to title this video. I just enter like that. I'm sorry, my people, but when I finish the video, I will give it a title. I will title it. When you meet with people where it be like that, where they try to dominate your spirit, how do you behave? How do you run away from that prison? How do you get your sanity? How do you get yourself back? How do you deal with colleagues like this? Colleagues will be like this, where they try to lock you, to bring you to a closure. I have them in my workplace. All right. Me also, I have them. How do you bring them to a closure? It don't happen to me many times. This is how I will talk about how I am able to deal with people like that. Everybody get the way to deal with all this kind of people when you meet them. This one, now my own way, we meet they deal with them. If I they work, because I never to work for many places. I've been in one place for a very long time, one company. But if I dey work, if the carry person come meet me, or na me come meet the person, I see that that person have a dominion spirit, na spirit of controlling and dominion. First of all, I will check the status of that person. The first thing when I feel they do, I check the status. Are you just carrying the level I'm carrying? For me, for example, let's say I'll be a cleaner. I'm just an ordinary cleaner who is supposed to clean. I first of all check your status. Are you coming as a director to come and direct me? The employer you may become the director. Now waiting on fair check. Or you are just a cleaner like me. If you are a cleaner like me, to say, oh, now cleaning job I do, you now also cleaner, we are of the same range. This is what I start doing. Now what I do be this. I will, if I see that you come with a spirit of that is so high of controlling, you know some people like that. At that very beginning, at that very beginning, I feel they look to say, which kind of person be this? Man Zeka, don't misbehave so that I don't block you. Let that be the last nonsense you will write. I feel look the person to say, which kind of spirit this person get? I'll feel look and may I try to understand the kind of spirit with this person get. If I don't understand and say, okay, now spirit of a controlling, we wanted the control person we come meet, or person we come meet, now so this kind of person be. If I don't understand, say now so that person be. I know they quit they give a hand. Before I they give the hand, I go leave them. They go even use you do their work. They go send you message. They go do you this one and the same salary now they receive. And at the same person, you will do it to say, let me cool down for this person at the beginning. It's very dangerous at the beginning of work. To cool down for such a people is dangerous. You know why? Because the time you will not be enjoying that job, the time you will start enjoying that job, that person will not be a threat. The thing when you they do before, out of say, make I respect my work away with the gather the work. Out of say, make I respect this person so that I will see I take stand. May I stand for this work. You can do it for 1 week, for 2 weeks. Make sure say you not continue. Make sure say you not continue, because if you continue, you are going to lose that job that you like. Let me block these idiotic people. Alright? I blocked that person already, my darling people. You're just looking for attention. So, waiting that they do, now be this. I will look at the person very well to see and say, oh, now the kind of spirit where this person gets, now be this. Spirit of dominion. I will watch and look maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, but I don't go give her hands continue. Later, that is why any country where you did is good for you to know how to do, to know how to understand the language. The reason why they tell people say if you go country, first of all they learn language, because now most of the things where they take advantage of people now be that one. Language. If you don't know language, you will easily be taking advantage. You cannot even avoid it. Even if you are very intelligent, even if you know what you are doing, you will end up not knowing what you are doing. You will end up behaving like a mumu. You will end up coming down for a person that is supposed to come down for you. You will end up withdrawing your rights and giving your rights to another person to be using at your place of work. Work is very stressful. Not to talk of after you don't reach work already, you will go jump person where you want to jump, you know, use you on top of work. Sometimes some jobs are not difficult. The workers are the difficult people. Sometimes the job you want to do not hard. Now the person where you want to go meet for person. Thank you, Rita, for this beautiful topic. I really miss it too. The person where you want to go meet for work, now it be the enemy where you get for that work. Now it be the thing where they make that work they hard you. It will come be like say hard, but under normal circumstances your job not hard, but your colleague will make the job difficult. Just like what we have on Indo cyberspace. The job you'll be thinking is difficult. If people really know their boundary, it's not difficult. But because you have people like these people I'm talking about now in your workplace, you have them here, it will now look like as if your job is very difficult. When people are saying it, they'll say, oh, this job hard. No. If you go work, you will tire. If you have a bad colleague, a colleague where you know they understand, colleague where they bad, your work is going to be very difficult at work. You will have difficulties in doing your job successfully. Not be that work they had you. Now the colleague where you want to work with, now they made the job they had you. Because it too they control it too they complain. You know it's not friendly. Good morning, darling Osas. You know get friendship. You know they friendly. Even as you they try to carry friendship, go meet and reach and lie. So what do you mean they always they do? to use to take away this kind of people is, if I see that is why you learn language, what I say first. Language is number one thing. And this is one thing they normally see in countries where you don't speak English. They normally try to see your language understanding level and language speaking level. If they know, say you don't know that one, they will mash on top of your head. Oh my God. They will mash on top of your head. They will take advantage of every little thing that you do. At the end of the day, you will not be receiving threats in the same place where you work, where you're supposed to enjoy. You will come to receive threats. You will come to hear something like, oh, I will report you. Something like, oh, I will note this. It's an advantage taking. You're just taking advantage of you. You are supposed to be enjoying that place. So what do they do with Rita? What I normally do in that thing, I will just call the person, sit down. I let her know my role for that work. Say, see my role. Now my role be this. And if you will not bring my people, is knowing your role, because do you know how many years you have to work? You have to work for 67 years in Germany now before you enter retirement. You have to get to 67 years of work. And do you know that if you work in a place where your morale is not okay for 3 years, 10 years, you can look older than your in the next 5 years, you will look older than your age. Yes, not be the work that stress you, but your colleagues, they'll be stressing you at work. So they quickly make the person, somebody say inflate, especially those East European people who just come say they are Krankenschwester. I deal with them very well. God bless you. That is the feed where I am. You see, you let them to know your stand, to say, now my position be this. Now me, you, what are you? You are a nurse also, all right? You have your this and that, all right? See me, see who I am. I'm a nurse also. I have my this and I have my that. If you are a heparin, an ordinary hepa, you, what are you? You are a hepa, all right? Okay. Me, I'm also a hepa. You know what you are doing. Let that person know. Say you know what you do. It's important. If not, because after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, when you're supposed to get your freedom of work, where they leave you, you will say, may you do mumu, may you pretend follow people. Now they say you don't enter cage. Before you go run for that work. The time when you know if they come down for the again, they will drive you away from that work. Believe me, they will make you lose the job that you love so much. They know that if they send a message, they go, and me and this person at the same level we get. Yeah? Now the same school we go. Now the same this thing. Now it will be. But why should I be allowing this person to be using me like this? It becomes a problem. If you don't do it again, that is when you are going to have a problem. 9% way be say, even on this cyberspace, when you dead loyal to some people, immediately you want to withdraw yourself. You see them, they start attacking you with your information. Because your loyalty has been there. You have been loyal. You don't know your rights as a human being. So it's good for people to know their rights. Me, I normally they let people like that, they know, say, see who I am. I don't hide who I am for anybody. If I see that the person is just a newcomer, he come with that kind of, some people have this, how do you call it? You know, they will be walking on a high horse when they come to work. Sometimes when they see that you are black, they come to meet you. Now white they be. Even if they meet you, they before you know it, they separate and segregate themselves from you already. Start making up with people like them, put you in one corner. They want to make you their nanny with the same message. When they go, they play the madam, you go, they play the nanny. When they play the madam, you go, they play the messenger. You don't allow that, my people. You don't allow such a thing. If you allow it, you will not be able to work for many years. Never. And you don't also fight. You don't do it violently to get such thing off your neck. No. How do you do it? You just stylishly let the person know that this is what I can do. Those days, my husband would say, no, they follow, then they talk. Just be using actions. Which I also put action into consideration. It worked for me. How I take put on? If I reach work, now my own they talk so that when I go use and take resume now too. If I reach work, show to your co-worker that you know your job. It's very important. Show to your co-worker that you know your job. If you show to your co-worker that you don't know your job, please, in the process of flagging all this down people, okay. If you show to your co-worker that you don't know your job, you are a person with just the same message, say, go do this one, go do that one. If you enter a new job, get patient. 3 months is enough for you to get used to it. But you can't continue to be a mumu for life. Show to your co-workers that you know what you are doing. Stand your ground. Be. When your guy is not there, be an oga on your own. Let them see that you know what you are doing. So before, what thing I do, now be this. If I enter job, I see and say person want to take advantage of me and this work I like him. No. Immediately we reach work. The paper where they take the share service where we want to do. Especially when I do evening service. Now me if they bring and come out. You just go there, bring it out. Work with confidence. Do your things with confidence. Not they do like, because some of our people are like that. When they reach work environment, they don't turn mumu. They are not close to. You understand? You don't do all those things. Bring out the paper of the service. We share the service. Make the person understand. They should be the one that will be calling you every time. Say, come, may we share work or let's do it like this. Sometimes also take advantage of the situation. Call them to say, come, let's share the service and the job. This one, we have to understand one another what you are doing. I did do this video small yesterday. I forget. I'm still here listening to you, trying to get a better understanding of your problem. Oh no, it's not a problem, Willis Trotter. You are from America, but we are just okay. Let me use some more English that you will understand. Try to make your workmates to know. Say you are taking, you know what you are doing. Rita, you are very similar to me in nature. All right, come here. Let's share this service, my darling. You will come and be respectful in doing it. If you are respectful in doing it, they will respect you back. Because me, I normally respect people. When I now see that people don't want respect, that's why you see me. And that's why I will now become a very disrespectful person. Come here, my sweetie. Come here, my darling. Let us share this job. We are working together today. We'll share this job. We'll share the service you do. This is your own. This is my own. We know that. And you must know that if you are the same position with me at work, meaning we are in the same level, you don't have any right of controlling me. We are supposed to be a team. Now, team we be. When we are a team means we work together. You don't order me around, and I don't order you around also. Eh? You don't order me around to say, hey, do this, do that. No, I don't order you around. If I want your help, I will nicely and respectfully seek for your help to say, hey, please, Rita, can you help me to get this thing? Can you help me to get this done? Can you help me to do this? Politeness. Anybody will not accord you this kind of politeness in seeking for your help. When you know that now the same range, now the person is trying to be commanding in nature. This is how you do with them. You activate this system when I want to talk about so. Now so many they do, I'll just begin to do my own they go. If I don't notice and say now down, now person will know they agree to somebody. Now person will know they do something in agreement. You don't understand the meaning of flexibility and teamwork. If I see that it's such a person who don't understand flexibility and teamwork, I activate my character. Like I'll just be doing my things they go. As long as we don't share the job, I'll just be doing my job they go. If you are talking to me and I see that what you are saying, you are not adding respect to it, I will not be hearing you. These are pure workplace challenges. Yes, I will not be hearing you. I will just move and I will continue to do my work they go. You'll be talking, but I will not be hearing you as if you are not talking. I'll just do my job. Maybe when you are busy, I'll just be busy. Be touching this, be touching that, be going in trying to avoid what or trying to reply to you in anger, trying to, work stress the way it is. Trying to reply to you in anger, trying to make you know that I don't want anything to do with you. Trying to teach you in a very better way of how to handle a person who you are working together. That's what they do. I'll just begin the busy. If now this room I want to enter, now only one room I want to enter, I go enter 3 room. Yes, that's what me to do my own. I go enter 3 room, I'll from here enter that one. You go they talk, me not they hear you. You learn. You will now need to learn that this person is busy. It doesn't want to give me ear. I need to concentrate and focus on myself. Or if I want to talk to this person, I need their attention in a very respectful way, so that they can give me their attention in a respectful way. To seek for it in a way of like, this, no. You know, they work with somebody like me if I did work environment. So after you have made your colleague to know the kind of person that you are, you don't know you well, they will respect you. You go no say you don't accept less. I don't face this kind of people for work. they will respect you. So they first of all come with intimidation at the end, at the beginning, to intimidate you. They want to know you. And if they are able to have upper hand to start controlling you, you are going to lose that job. Any job that the same person you are having the same level with, wait for they control you, you will lose and you will not stay to enjoy that job. It's the fact. You will lose the job. You will not enjoy it, because the time you want to start gaining your freedom to say you want to enjoy it, they will start threatening you with making you, removing you from the job, reporting you, writing a cancellation letters for you, making you to leave. That is how it is. But if you know your ground from the beginning and you stand your ground, you demonstrate that you know what you are doing. They are not the only person who know what they are doing. You equally know who you are and you know what they are doing. You see, you find your freedom from the very, very first place. I see. Then you see that you gain your freedom in the very, very first place. Then you will not be enjoying the job. Meaning your person don't know you. In the place of work, my people, never you show mumu. Not show mumu and don't try to please your colleague. Please your job. Do the right thing the way it is supposed. If you do the right thing, nobody will drive you for work. Nobody will talk to you anyhow. People will even love you more. Even the people that employ you will love you more. When you are not a quarrelsome person and they know that you know what you are doing, you are standing your ground. Good morning. How you doing? When colleagues is intimidating and discriminating you, you raise grievances against them. You raise grievance against them. Yes. Just like what I'm saying now, this is how I give. And most of the time, I don't allow them to be the first to report me. If there's anything that is disturbing you about them, our black people, most of them, they are normally afraid of this word report. Now, only people who they report you for workplace. If there is anything that they are not doing to you rightly, where you see, quickly go and report. The office owner, they enter there, go report, tell them, your superior, say, this is the challenge I'm facing in this work. And you will never regret talking. Yes, sit down. I want to talk to you. What is it? This is the challenge I'm facing. This my colleague where they follow me, they work, Beauty. Beauty does not do her job. She smokes 10 times a day. She normally leave me at this job and she will be smoking and my backs are paining me, my waist are paining me. She leave everything for me. She's playing too intelligent and she's trying to intimidate me. She's go and talk. When you talk, you just open up the head of the person where employ you to open eye to start to follow up way. Because if you they leave them, make them be the only person where they report you, you will lose that job. Fast. So the thing is that know what you are doing, and when something is not okay for you, make sure you are reporting. You see, let me carry it to this cyberspace. I know they tell my fans if something they worry me before. I don't talk to them. You see me, I'll just jump into topic. I'll continue talking topic. I'll be doing topic. They don't know the challenge I'm facing. They don't know the problem I have. They don't know what is eating me up. They don't know what my grievances are. You will never find anybody to support you. Even person for your job where you employ you, if you know they hear your mouth, you talking about the problem that is wrong with you, you will never find support. The only way you find support is when you talk about your problem. When you talk, say, see, wait. Now only when you are they successful, that person not they to talk too much. Many people not post a sample. But when you have a challenge now what they broadcast. Not be any other too much private challenge. I'm talking about these ones. These are our workplace. These are public, or these are not too private challenge that you cannot discuss with the person that employ you. You talk about it. By the time I started now opening my mouth and talking to my fans, yes, reporting often to every time is not good. That one I know. But be the one to talk about the problem that you have. Let person where you employ you know, say, this place that I am working, I love my job so much, but this woman is a challenge to me. Look at what she's doing to me. Look at what she's doing to me. It's very good for you. The time the person will not go to say they want to go and report you, you have already reported. Then the person who is listening to the both of you will know where the problem is. He heard from you. He heard from this one. If the person wants to come in between, just like you now, will be viewers, it's just like the way you are judging on those cyberspace or social media as a whole. When something is happening, I don't come out to talk. You cannot fight for me nicely. You want to hear from me. You want to hear the details. You want to know how it is. And when I'm talking, you see the sincerity in my ways. You see the sincerity in the things I'm saying. You see whether I'm me really the day at fault, they worry that person, I've been at that person, they worry me. This is where support comes from. It doesn't matter whether it's on this cyberspace or it's at your workplace. This is how you get support generally in life. If you not come tell me, say, now this one be my problem, you know the talker, I will not know how to support you. Now when I come and come to say, now this one, I'll see, when I see me this time around, I know the too close mouth. I normally talk about, like, I will just be talking. To start with, talking is my business here online. So if people come to say, Rita, you talk too much, it's bad. People don't talk too much. Even your children, don't tell your children that they talk too much. Allow them to be the ones, the people who are able to talk and aid them. You let them, 9 children till they turn olodo. Children, they're going to use until turn olodo rapata that cannot express themselves. People who cannot easily express themselves. People who cannot hold a conversation. I don't bring up my children in this way. I bring them up in a way of being able to holding a reasonable conversation. Not a conversation that is not making sense. A conversation that is heartbroken. No. Conversation that is making sense. How to hold it. When they come back from school, I discuss with them. If I am home, what is today? What did you do today? What happened in school? Why is your face looking like this? Why are you not happy? Why did you remove your jacket from the way? Why did you do this? It's about training them to be a person who knows how to talk and open up. So at your workplace, hello?
Hello, Mama.
Are they live video?
Yes, I know. I like this your topic today. So I've been wanting to just ask one question.
Yes.
Yeah, it gets something where they happen for my church here.
Yeah.
My husband been there very close to the pastor, but I can't notice the pastor, they always call my old man to gossip about other members of the church. You know.
Okay, the pastor is a gossiper.
Yes. So I can't caution my old man, say no. This has to stop because I never see this man they call you to pray.
To pray, Abby?
Yes. Wow. Now just to talk about other member. So when the husband comes to say yes, him too, he don't tire, he withdraw. You understand? He withdraw. Both the husband and the wife, they can't stop to the call.
Both the pastor and the wife, they now stop calling your husband.
The issue where they can't know about. Yeah, they can't turn against us. If we go to church, we go to hear preaching, they consign us for water. You know? They will go, they talk about something, we consign us for water. I don't know. Just like, say they beg, their feelings everywhere. So one of those services, they can't preach about love or something. Maybe I can't bring the thing up. But if truly we love, why do we have to castigate each other?
If truly we love,
these people, they don't want to accept their mistakes.
If truly we love, why do we have to castigate each other?
I say, if truly we love each other, what? Yeah. Yes. Why do we have to castigate each other? Why do we have to sell each other? If they confide in you as somebody they trust, why do you have to take it out? No matter how you trust the other person or how close you are to the other person, you know? So they can begin, they make us feel bad. I really feel bad, you know. But as I can't confront them now for that Bible study, I do something wrong. Now I won't ask.
No, I don't know how you take confront them. It depends how your confrontation was. How was your confrontation?
Yeah, I said that I've noticed the pattern in the church. If they're angry with somebody, they go make sure say they try to belittle the person when they won't preach. They go use style take enter the person life. Yeah. And that's in a pattern, you know. They go use style take pass message to the person. So I was not like, instead of you doing that way, why don't you call the brother or call the sister and say, this thing you did is wrong, this thing you did is wrong. I said it in whole, everybody was there. You understand? Because nobody gets the confidence to talk, but me, the thing was eating me up, so I know if you keep quiet.
Okay, now you have said it, you know, it's very, like I said, now, waiting with the discuss for yesterday, it's good to talk. Talking is another kind of therapy. That thing, if you don't talk about it, it can break you. But something that feels,
exactly.
That makes you feel good.
On my own, I would even cry, say.
No. Something where they eat you up, my darlings, If something is breaking you, it's eating you up, and the only way for you to be better is to talk about it. Talk about it and don't listen to the reaction of people about it. Because truth normally hurts. When you talk about something, when you say something, it doesn't favor the next person. Sometimes you see that the thing will hurt the person. But now the reality you spill. After spilling the reality, it can move a person like this. It will check them, unbalance the person, but they will come back to themselves after knowing the truth. You don't use lie to paint a person's life. If you use lie, paint person's life, you are not helping the person. So when you tell the person the truth, the way it is, you unbalance and for ground. If you fall in, you go fall and into shape again. That's one good thing about truth. So speaking your mind is very good. Since in a church, it depends on the environment where you are. You also have to respect the environment by saying it in a way where it be say is not about it's not too violent. This is one thing that you people do. After you now don't know it. Was your husband talking your privacy to the pastor? No. Definitely.
No, but you know, the pastor was the one that did our counseling before marriage, all those things, you know. Okay. And at a point, they were very close. So, one or two times we don't carry matter, we give them. But when we realized, we decided to handle our things ourselves.
Thank you.
You know.
Then I also want to encourage people to know that motivational speakers, pastors, these people are human beings. They are not God. The only person you can really tell you something to that will not use it to form a topic. Pastors, all these things where they talk for what are now people life experiences, where they discuss, give them for office. If you reach their office, that day I want to see you, you sit down, you see that you'll be discussing with your daddy, telling your daddy the life. So when daddy wants to make a topic, they normally bring topic out of that, then they back it up with Bible references. Abi? To say, this one, but if you also, sometimes, if you're not too much, you know they mention your name, it's not talking about you, and your conscience and your mind is telling you that this man, be like saying everything I tell and I they talk about now. I think sometimes you don't need to be irritated about it. Understanding that this is how they get their topic.
The way they will put it, you will know that it is you, and it's not once, it's not twice. Every time you go to church, it's just like a constant thing, that period. And I notice it that anybody they have problem with, that's how they attack the people. Do you understand?
So if church is no longer, let me tell you one thing, where a church, not only church, any gathering in this life, why do people gather? The number one thing you have to think about is the reason for your gathering. I don't join meeting before where be say, before I know what is happening, I now saw that, oh, this place is no longer conducive for me. I carried my bag and I left. So why did you join a gathering? You join a gathering because of a purpose, and that purpose, let it continue to ring in your head, even in the midst of all the challenges. So if you see that a gathering is not serving the purpose you join them, don't feel pity for anyone. Even if you have donated or you have contributed a lot to that program, too much, it's about you, your sanity. So don't judge yourself, my dear. Have you freed yourself with you supposed to talk? If you have freed yourself, be proud to walk away if the church is no longer serving you. Church is not Jesus Christ, it's just church where people gather.
Of course.
Not be Jesus Christ. It's a gathering of your pastor. So they call it's supposed to be a gathering of the saints. So when it's no longer serving that purpose, be okay to go away. It be like some fans or some followers when I'll be take for you. If you are no longer comfortable with me or what I'm doing, please walk away. Don't disturb me. Don't take my sanity with you. Don't break me. Or a friend. If a friend is no longer convenient or comfortable to live with you, please don't take my peace with you. Go. Or like a husband who don't want a woman anymore, you are no longer proud of that woman. Don't take her sanity. Don't take everything that she suffered and worked for. Just go. That is how life is. Move on, and you will find peace, and the person will be happy. You don't need to drag yourself around. You understand me? So if you see and say when you talk and you get peace, don't think about the consequences. Say, wait till they worry you for mind. You don't already talk.
Exactly. When I talk, I can feel more relaxed. Bravo. You know. So now you they talk about for years. So say some place there where they work. This one now you just relate us to go a place of service. Some place there that you'll be working just like. Thank you for joining. Join from the other side. May we listen. We don't answer your question. We don't answer your question. All right. So if anybody get advice for her, if you also give her. But let me tell you guys, if you are not happy in a place, don't stay there for the sake of anybody to say, oh, let me use it to please my pastor. Let me use it to please my husband. Let me use it to please my marriage. Let me use it to please. The truth of the matter is that you don't please anyone in this life. Oh my God. You don't please anybody. If you give your head to the people of this world, after they have succeeded to take your head, they will demand for your neck. Yes. Hello? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
You read live video?
Oh, read live video? Okay.
So you will come back, you read life,
Okay.
Yeah. So after they succeed to take your head, they will take your neck. That is why you have to open your eyes very well. See what people are demanding from you. If it's something that you can give, if it's not something that you can give, and if you know it that, and you know one thing about this life, there are things in you that you start giving already. It be like people will start to spend money for husband. That's the end. I'm not saying women, married women, they don't support their home or doing all this. Let me say boyfriend. People who are there to use you to grow up. It's like you say, he has a problem, let me solve it. The problem is 1,000 euro. Believe you me, you're never going to amount to anything in your life. If he succeeds to come to take 1,000, he's going to demand for 3,000 this time. What are you talking about? If he succeeds to take 1,000, he's going to demand for 3,000 next time. And if he succeeds to take 3,000, he's going to demand for 5,000. If he succeeds to take that 5,000, he's going to encourage you into entering a big contribution and solve a problem or do a particular thing for him. That is one thing about giving people something that is not making you comfortable, something that is not making you happy, something that is not giving you peace. You need to give it for peace to reign. Don't ever give it for peace to reign. Never. Peace will never reign. Peace doesn't reign. The only way peace reigns is when you don't give it. You will find joy. You will be happy. You will find peace. You will know that, yes, I have stood my ground. I did the right thing. When you don't do the right thing, that right thing when you don't do, that thing that you didn't do right will continue to torment you. It will continue to torment you. You'll be living in regrets. You'll be thinking and saying, oh, had I known, I wish I know. I for not do this one. I wish I know, I for not do that one. Best people, they use and lose their job for work. You will say, I be one you come down for that, my colleague, so that everything will be okay with you. They move on way. At the end of the day, go turn you to sleepers. The day where you want to come and say, let me get my grant, I don't want to do this thing again. You see them saying, reporting you, they want you to go now so that the next moment can come. Now, so it be. I will discuss it. The person now wants you to leave so that the next moment can come. Because when you started, it wasn't like this. Now, you are not like this. So, because you are not like this, I can't cope with you now. Your before that I know is what I can cope with. So, that is how I have stood my ground on Edo cyberspace to say, I don't take oppression. But you will never see me going to oppress you or going to oppress anyone. No. When you want to oppress me, to use oppression to control me, you'll be wasting your time. I will not give it to you. It's time you understand who I am. My space and your space. Madam for where you did, madam for where I did. If we know ourselves like that, you see how people will respect themselves, we will love ourselves, there will be boundaries, you will know who I am and what I stand for. Before you come out to counter me sometimes, you will first of all think about it, knowing that I will not, this one, Rita will not take it. Even without being told by your own self or inside house, you know what I will take. You know what I will not take. You don't know what I will come down low for. You know what I will not come down low for. Not be the work colleague where you work with for many years where they disrespect you at any time. Do you know that some colleagues want to listen to your life history? Colleagues work, but they don't want to talk about their own. They use your own cash cruise. Really? How many children do you have? Oh, how is your husband? Oh, how is this? Oh, this. You'll just be saying stories as if you are a mumu. And they distribute your stories among them. Yeah. You can say, oh, I have an extra job. A colleague used it to lose a work in my place before. You know, she in a hospital, a care home that is just opposite my house here. That time I was in the other side. I was working with her there. She was doing full time with me. She found another 2 hours mini job to add to her job because she was alone. She came from Italy as a single woman. Her children, they are grown already. I think her last child should be 13 I think 20 or so. Her first should be 27. Although she started giving birth very early. She was still young. She was around 55 or 54 at that time. You know? So this our work colleague, she said no. She want to look for an extra job. And you know what an extra job is? It's an extra job you add it to assist your pay, your salary. She came over here. She found it and she was doing it. She was happy with it. When she told me, I told her to say, you like talking. I know it. But you see this thing that you have now. Don't go and talk about it in the place of our work. She said, hey. Before I know what's in the apple, the day when I know the work, she started discussing it. Oh, I found a mini job over there. It's not very close. It's not very far away from Rita's house. You call my other phone. It's not very far away from Rita. Oh, somebody is this. Hello? I did live video.
I know. I want to contribute to the sister that called for the her husband and the pastor.
Okay.
So, well, I had some question for her. If that period, what she did the right thing because she has similar with me because when something is bothering me, I'm not comfortable. I confront. If you like angry, if you like not be angry. But there was another thing. I saved myself from your depression around me. So the reason why the pastor is using indirect confidence because her husband did not confront the pastor direct. In that period that the pastor was calling him, got other member, he could have asked him, okay, Daddy, please, have you talked to these people? Have you confronted them in this particular issue? Then you will not know if the pastor is considering the member or he has confronted them, but he just needs someone to talk to. Okay? If the pastor did not do, they have right to stay away from the family, and if the husband did not confront the pastor direct, the pastor have right to go indirect words to them because the pastor will see them like, oh, because I've been speaking with them because I get them close to me, so the see finish don't be there. I don't know if everyone understands what I'm trying to say. So the pastor would surely like also use the same eyes to look other people. The other eyes are used to look other people to bring their issues to our husband. He send that anger, he send that graveyard, he will bring to our own like to our own family. Yeah. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I understand you very well.
Yeah, the husband supposed to confront the pastor. Not that some people, when they are doing something wrong, if they did not pay them, they don't know if they are going wrong. They will think what they are doing is right. That is why.
You know, anybody who don't talk already, anyone that is talking already, whether a motivational speaker or a pastor or whatever, they know when they are talking about, I know this person, I know this person, I know a story like this. They'll be talking about life story of somebody. Somehow you have sit down to hear another person's life story already, but you don't know who the person is. So by the time you will also talk about your story, you can talk about it, but to continue on the hammer on, now that one I know before. It's like she heard you, she wants to reply you. She heard you. Hello.
Yeah, Mom.
Who did that?
Hello?
I said she don't hear you.
Me, Mama. I called her because I'm listening to the lady talk.
Okay, you hear what she talk?
Yes. You know, the whole problem started when my husband confronted him. My husband openly confronted him. Yes. Because my husband is not even the talking type. Even myself, sometimes we dey bored because nobody type waste a bit talk. You know?
Yeah.
So I notice anytime he complain about any member, my husband will say, have you talked to them? Well, maybe it's time for us to pray for them or pray with them. You know, it just like say that thing there. I know the way na poison or na something. You know, those kind of people that cannot just keep something within themselves. So the moment my husband confronted him, that was when this whole anger or emotion started flying up and down. And then during our wedding, I won't even lie, they tried, the husband and the wife. So, but now that my husband was considered and confronted him, you know, anytime now we go hear people, when you help people, they turn bad against you, they do this one, you know all those kind of talk, they just make you to feel bad or
but you can't continue to be, you can't continue to be a point of discussion in the public every time because you want to be loyal.
Of course. For me, my husband has even told me that I should stop the church. But him is a quiet person. I just want him to stop.
The truth is that
those kind of people, before you know, they will end up imposing their weakness on you because that's a weakness.
It's a weakness.
If he has the spirit of boldness, people that it's a weakness. They will end up making you to be like them.
The truth is that
they will end up making you to in low self-esteem, you will not have that courage to talk out again.
Yes.
You will just be hiding under your shadow. You will just be afraid.
And you will never be happy. You will not be doing yourself good.
So, you will not be happy. You will become a sadist.
You become a sadist.
I don't swallow the thing too much. That was why I had to speak up and say, no. It is wrong. I noticed this thing, and I stated it clearly that I've not had the courage to talk about it, but today,
pin your number.
I don't know, but I just want to say, that I noticed this thing, and it's happening here. We should stop. Even the Bible said that, if your brother do something to you, call your brother, talk to your brother. If your brother listen to you, you have won your brother. Why? Because the brother is the altar. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, you think they make me feel like they stupid when I talk do you understand? Because everybody will be like, pastor.
No.
For me, I know what I know. And I know what I'm saying.
Sometimes open rebuke is better than silent. I don't know how they talk. And who know how to really say that parable very well. Open rebuke. Again, the photo say open rebuke sometimes is better. If you, another thing we person supposed to know, or you that is talking right now is that my sister, you cannot continue eating shit to please another person. If something is not okay with you as a human being, it's better you drop it. And wherever you are dropping it, it be like you are dropping a heavy burden. And any heavy burden you drop in your life makes you fresher and better. It's about you and your household. Is it making you happy? So you can't continue dishonesty or displeasing yourself every time just to satisfy a church pastor or the whole church or whatever. As long as you know in short time, you just say, please don't be using our story for this thing anymore. I'm not comfortable with it. I think it's okay. By me, honestly. So, that is it, my lovely Ayememo people. Make a join on. I don't already come up for that platform. Hello.
Hello, Mama Rita.
You hear what she talk?
Yeah, I hear what she said. My sister, you did the right thing.
She did the right thing.
Give you advice. Yeah, you don't need to. You are serving God, not a human, okay? Because these days, if you go to church, if you did not go to church, you are not close to God.
Yeah.
My dear, leave the church and stay in your house.
Who do you want to worship without a good head? If you are worshiping God in anger, He will not hear your prayer. So you need to be okay.
Even if you go to the church and if the pastor is praying, your prayer will be diverse. Your mind will not concentrate for your prayer answer, okay? So your prayer will be increased. Everything you are praying there will be going zero because your mind is not concentrated.
Your mind is happy.
So live there and stay in your house and do your prayer, read your Bible. Do what you know that is good as a Christian and avoid evil.
Thank you. God bless you. You do well, Ola. You do well. So now, so it be, my people. Sometimes talking is good. You say, I don't want to interact. I don't want to talk. I don't want to keep quiet. Now many homes they break. Now many marriage they break. Now many men take advantage of many women. I don't want to talk. This life will be this so. Don't do it. If you don't talk, advantage will be taking too much over you. Oh, mighty Jehovah. Advantage will be... Do you know that the people of this world that we are living right now, some of them take silentness as foolishness. 80% of these people of this world, quietness is a foolishness to them. Quietness is a fear to them. You are afraid. That's why you don't want to talk. You are foolish. That's why you don't want to talk. But sometimes, it's good to be quiet when necessary. Only when it's necessary and when it's making you feel good. When it's not making you feel good, don't pretend over it. Anything that you pretend about will be seen all over you. So don't take your pastor. They think say your pastor now. I should complete the story of my colleague. Sammy Diana France. Rita, complete the story of your colleague. I used to have a colleague like that. When I went to my workplace, thank you, I told her, I said, don't discuss it. if you discuss this thing to these people, they will know where your this thing dey now, your strength, financial strength. And you know this financial power where we dey talk so. It doesn't go well with many people. When people know that you are financially powerful, many of them don't go well. Now you they follow them, they go coffee. Now all of them, me, they follow now, they do all those coffee visits and whatever. I don't go out without my husband to say I want to go and do coffee or do all those things with colleagues. I don't do it. At the beginning, when I started to work, I did do and well with colleagues. Later, I see and say I use and see it's still finished too more for inside. I stop it. I don't do it. I don't go out with colleagues going to. If I want to do it, should be once in a blue moon. And I don't carry colleagues into my home. Never. The place, my house. I'll say my colleague will just enter my house. They may come, they visit my house like that. No. If I want to meet with a colleague, we just go to the shop, the next available coffee shop or whatever, any shop or sandwich shop. Oh, I'll meet you in a place like this. I'm driving, you are driving. I'll meet you there. We'll meet there. We'll sit down. We'll be having our coffee. We'll be having our snacks. And we will be doing our discussions that need to be done. Say I'll come bring you into my house. Make colleague come enter my kitchen. Come say, oh, is this your microwave that you are using? Oh, this microwave. Oh, the one I bought. All those things, I don't do it. At the beginning, when I was a worker, I used to make all those mistakes, but not anymore. Oh, these are your children? Your children will become a point of discussion at your workplace. Yes. Your house will become a point of discussion. Because our people for Benin say, anywhere, you understand me? Anywhere where you might be, where they know you rich, now they will discuss you rich. Oh, give say, do we plan to me, we say, oh, give I'm going to tell me, my women and we are say, so now so it be, my people. I stop it. So I told her she didn't listen to me. She went to work. The day I was no longer there, I saw her. She discussed it with them, blah blah blah. So when she was not also there, when she was having off, when I was on duty that day, they also told me to say, this is what this lady said. Close to your house, the nursing home that is opposite to you, she does a mini job there. This and that. I was like, oh my God, this lady has spilled this thing already. Is it your WhatsApp number? Yes, it is. I said, this lady have spilled this thing already. Oh, I know these people. You can't meet me for this job. Person where you know road, now they tell person say pass on like this. I know them. The time when she know come there, they come turn out to discussion. Only 1 or 2 times now she takes sick leave. They can't find her reach that place where she for the work. They carry motor as they close for their work. They carry motor come back for our side because it's not very far from one another. They enter inside to say as if they want to visit or greet people, just to know whether she takes sick leave, give this company, and she's working in the other company. You see, when people know your secret and know your hiding place. Is that not your hiding place? Why did you spill it? She go talk her. They carry motor. I even know who do one for inside. He go try to know, say, oh, you took sick leave. You will not work with me. The person that is supposed to work with me today is no longer there. Maybe another person where I don't like for work. Or maybe, you know, something. Because some people, when you take sick leave at work, some of them will not be happy about it. If you take it once or twice, and sick leave is favoring you, they don't say they enjoy it for us. They are not happy about it too. They also want to make sure that they also take that same sick leave where you also take. So you must not make them to know the purpose of you. If you are taking any excuse at work, the purpose must not be meant known to colleagues. It's your personal private thing. You see, somebody say you are very experienced. It is good to be integrated wherever you are. Exactly. She went and she talked about this thing to these people, and this person entered motor. He came there, he saw her as she was walking. She wasn't sick. She gave sick leave here and she walked in the other place for a purpose. Her purpose is her personal reason. I don't know. Immediately they got that. The person left, drive back to our workplace again to go and tell them that the lady where he brings sick leave, he did work for another place, doing another job in another place. Why did she do something like that? It became a big problem. Hello?
Hello. Good afternoon, ma.
I'm on live video.
I know. I'm the one asking for your number.
All right, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing great actually. Oh, yeah, good. How's your family?
We are fine. Thank you.
That's good. Although I have been today, I said let me contribute because of the let me say the topic.
Yeah.
That you are treating today. Although
Oh, your phone is off. All right. Before he calls back again. All right, he calls back. I think he's having a network problem. Hello. I'm listening.
Okay. I said I started watching or listening to you during the time of the election of our Governor Obaseki then.
All right. Okay.
When you were explaining, talking about giving a definition and explanation about government,
All right. Yeah.
I so much, like you so much then, but for some time, let me not lie to you. For some time, I don't listen to you anymore because of the pattern you now operate with some of these people. Because of your knowledge, your level of knowledge, I never expected that you would dive into other dimensions.
I'm a human being, my brother. I'm a human being.
That is by the wayside. So let me just quickly contribute to this, because you're an intelligent woman. So, like the woman in question that was talking about a pastor in church or the church itself, this thing is common in church, not only in Europe but in Africa. When there are some certain situations whereby you explain to your man of God or to your woman of God, sometimes when he or she is preaching, when he speaks towards the direction of what you told him or her, it looks as if the man of God or the woman of God is using the person preaching.
Yes.
But one thing we need to understand, what is the essence of going to church? That is the first thing. What is, after receiving Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, what is the essence of not going to church? Now you must understand, like the Bible said in Hebrews chapter 10:25, that we should not exempt ourselves from the gathering of the saints as some manner is. That is to say, to gather together, it is a necessity. It is a commandment from God. That is one. Two, the essence of going to church is this. It's three messages. Three messages in church. The number one is this. Those that are still living outside the purpose of God, those that are still, going contrary to the word of God. So when they are hearing the message, it helps them to change once the willingness is there. That is one. Two, you that is already living right, there is also the same time the message is also helping you to keep living right, not to be discouraged, even if there are challenges in your life or in your family. Then the last one is this, that we must understand that you don't come to ministry, you don't come to service without having a message that get to talk about you, that get to do with you as a person. You must understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So that sister needs to, I know what she's talking about, not that it doesn't happen, but what you need to know, how long has she been in that ministry, in that church? How long has the messages of the man of God, has the message been blessing her? Has the message been making impact, positive impact in her life?
All right.
If she has belonged there and the man of God or the woman of God message has been helping her, changing her life, changing things in her family, So for me, one thing she needs to understand is this. The most important thing, the man of God doesn't use your name to be preaching in service for others that are not aware of the situation.
To know that it's you personally.
You understand? Addressing you personally for others to know that he or she is talking about you. You must, now what you need to know, how do you handle a negative talk? Negativity, how do you handle them? You handle them the first way. The Bible said we should be quick to hear. We should be wise as serpent. But we should be slow to speak. So what you need to understand is this. When a negative word is coming out of a believer, if you like, is a pastor, is a prophet, an apostle, whatever position the person is holding, it doesn't matter. Sometimes the devil can use anybody to say some certain thing that he or she never expected to say. So, but you have to ignore. You must learn how to ignore some certain messages in the church. Any message that will not help you, you ignore it.
Thank you, brother. God bless you.
Change church. I'm not saying that you don't have right to change a place of worship. But there must be a cogent reason. And the cogent reason should be that the messages in that ministry is not helping you. The message is not transforming you spiritually. That is the only reason that one has to leave a place of worship. You don't leave because you told pastor something and it's not using it to preach. There's no man of God that will keep using what he told him, preaching every Sunday to Sunday in a month, 4 or 5 Sundays.
No, wait. I understand you, my brother. But also, in as much as you are very right, from your own point of view, the way you explain this thing, you are very right. I understand where you are coming from, because the messages that has been blessing you is a message that is coming directly from the household of another person. Because it's just like this story I'm talking about now. It's a story of a colleague of mine, you know. So the story is blessing us here, but it's a life history of somebody. If she's sitting in the stream here and listening to this story, she will know that I'm the person Rita is talking about, although I never mentioned her name. Because that's how it is in life. But also, you don't tell people how to run their life. When a person is comfortable with what they take, it's all right. As an adult, when you are no longer comfortable and the environment is not conducive for your sanity, you can take a walk. So, by saying she wants to take a walk, it's okay. To endure is good. Sorry, my people.
Mr. Rita.
I'm hearing you.
Sorry for the call. Take a glass of water.
Now, pepper, where they put for food, though.
Okay. So, what you need to understand, you talk about adults. Do you know that sometimes your personal feeling can make you sometimes to take a wrong decision? Your personal feeling. Your personal feeling at that can make you to take a wrong decision. Do you know that even when you are happy, this is what I always tell my wife and some other people in the ministry. You have to be careful when you are happy. When you are under excitement, you must still be careful of the decision you will take, of what you will say. You have to also be careful. So anytime that there is something that is provoking your spirit, when you take some certain drastic decision, it's just a matter of time. You will be wrong. Because
yes, I agree with you. But
you are angry. When you are angry, your decision will be wrong.
Okay, wait. So I was actually making a point just now.
Before I forget it, do you know that even being an adult, there are some certain things that you will be doing that you will be comfortable with that are wrong?
Of course.
So it's not a matter of being an adult because anything you provided whatsoever that you are doing pleases you. No. What the decision you are about to take or what you are doing now, is it easy to your maker, not to man now?
So next time, waiting our job advice. If you don't like me, pastor, use your information to preach. Don't be a friend of pastor. Be telling your problem to God.
That is one thing. And another thing is that is the only pastor that has the wisdom of God. There are some certain members that even have what it takes to live ministry. There are some members sitting there in the congregation that even have the knowledge of the word of God more than even the pastor, because it's the matter of a difference of position.
God bless you. I understand your where you are coming from. To be slow to anger is quite understood. They be like waiting I talk just now where I for stop. Say this colleague of mine where they talk his story for you now. If you hear I go say Rita talks about me. I was the one she was talking about. She can take it. I didn't mention her name. Nobody know her because it's a message. All right. But when I now constantly discussing her, if she don't feel comfortable, she can walk away. You don't endure too much something that is working against your peace. It's about peace of mind.
Yes.
If you are going to a church, you are just going to a church. It's your father's house. If your father's house is becoming a torment in your flesh, you move and go and rent an apartment. Are you understanding? So this is my stand. I stand for that. Although the pastor will not use you to preach for 10 years, but still, if it's not comfortable for you and you want to move, sometimes situations can come up for you to move. You can't be in one place. If there is no movement in life, there will be nothing like growth. Movement needs to occur so that growth will take over. You understand me?
No, definitely. The only
So-
thing that is not constant in life,
Yes.
it changes. So everything is about to change. But one thing, as I'm speaking, I believe the sister should be listening. What me I'm still saying, because if as so long as she have received Christ, so this is the topic you are just talking about now. This is my constituency. This is what I believe in. Anytime anybody is talking about the kingdom of God, I always want to contribute into it. So it is a soul that I've already been won. So a situation whereby, because there's one thing, the more you are withdrawn from the house of God, if you are not careful, you will backslide from there. If you are not careful, you will go back to the world. And another thing, like as you are a presenter, you don't say you have a sense of time. It is about somebody is more consumers. There's no way that the man of God that doesn't have message. The Bible is so wide. The message is the topic of the Bible. I'm not defending the man of God, but I can say that by the Spirit of God that it is impossible because one, other members sitting in that congregation will be tired of hearing such messages.
It's just like this our work now. If you talk too much of one thing for some time, people get tired of you. They want something fresh.
You can't focus on a certain person when there are other members that are supposed to be blessed with the word of God. It is impossible. I don't agree.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much because some other people are calling in.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. God bless you. Thanks for the contribution. God bless you. I quite understand what he's trying to say, but still, my stand remains. If you not there, okay, walk away. Speak out. Like that lady go speak out. She do her well. Yeah. She did well to say but. Because for an adult, not be only once. A reasonable person, they will use you preach once, you just come up for church. No. I believe if you don't repeat itself, you no longer be comfortable. And let me tell you, a place where you are happy, you can never go away from a place where you are happy. People normally take move when they are no longer happy with something. And you know that there is the decisions when me don't make for my life. If I say I want to do something, 9%, I know they get disappointed of anything will happen to me for life. Because
Hello, Mama. Let me call back.
All right.
I'm here with that man song, but I want you to take note. The key point here is that I am married to my husband. I live practically no problem of almost everybody in the church. Is that proper?
Just a minute. Just hold on, just 1 minute.
Hello?
Sorry. Sorry, make me not vex. I will go work this afternoon. I just blended something. So it be like say she don't cut on. She know they hear me. Hello.
Hello?
They hear you. We are hearing you now.
Yeah. Like waiting that last caller talk. One key note where I want him to take note is that I live with my husband, right? And I practically know the problem of almost everybody in the church.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's proper. There's gossip in the church. There's gossip. Because no matter how close you are to the pastor, if somebody confides to him, I don't think it is proper for him to tell anybody. Even if his own mind, there are some things that he should learn to keep to himself. That's what I believe. And secondly, we are not the first to have gone through the same thing. As a matter of fact, some people are leaving the church because they feel that the sermon is pitching on people too much. You know,
So, like we said, madam, told you don't even need too much explanation. The first explanation you did before, you don't settle the whole matter. You are no longer comfortable with it and you took away. And you spoke out, you know. So,
exactly.
even me, if you decide to say you want to move, you see one thing about the white people, when you are not happy, they just ask you, are you happy? You are happy, all right, continue. Are you happy? No, you are not happy, then take a walk. That's it. You see, it's a
exactly.
That's the kind of person I am, and I say, if I see that it's about you and your sanity, if people want to separate for marriage, they will tell the two people to say, go and stay on your own for 1 year. The man, go and say, they allow separation. People to be like away from one another. Go and think. You can miss the man and want to come back again. You can miss the woman and want to come back again. You don't do anything to please anyone or to please church. Let me please church. You can also separate from church. Do you know that? If the church you are going for some time, you have become the topic, you can stay away. Maybe after staying away, the guy was talking, or this man, sorry, who just called in, he talks about congregation of the saints. Okay, what about the congregation of the saints that you are belonging to is not giving you peace? Sometimes they give what they call suspension for church. They'll give some people, say, we suspend you, stay away from church. You can suspend yourself for your sanity. Stay away, go and see. When it's not okay for you to come back, and you come back. That's what I stand for. You did the right thing, like I said before. Although they are just giving their contribution, what they also, what they also think. Sister, you have to know that the same way your pastor brings other people's lives to you, that's the same way he takes your life to them. Before we call, it be like this my colleague when I talk about just now. Now so it be the day where you go here say, oh, Rita talk my matter, I don't want me here again. He go say, oh, I be the follow Rita. I want go. All right, go. The day I will not be discussing another topic, maybe somebody's life again, she will be there to sit down to comfortably listen. This is how it is, but I will not be angry when she take a walk to say you talked about me. It will not. I will not say you didn't do well. Hello, mama. Good afternoon.
I like to contribute to this discussion because first and foremost, the state of mental health is very important.
Exactly, mama. Continue. I want to grind something, but continue.
Mental health is very important, and two, in any way you are, you have to guide your heart.
Well.
Guide your heart. You have to select what you feed your spirit with.
Very important.
Because the spirit and the body, it's edifies. You see, good things edifies the spirit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
When you feed yourself with good things, good tidings, it edifies you.
Exactly.
So, and it's just like saying, the power of association is very important.
Thank you,
when
mama.
you associate with good people, it takes you to higher altitude,
higher level of life.
Yes, and when you associate with people that feed you negatively, it has a lot of people are depressed. A lot of people have, a little bit of mental health one way or the other.
Mama, I like it when you always talk about mental health. Another one, I be human being, mental health. I work in the mental home. I know about mental health.
That's my field.
Care home, like I'm in the mental station.
A lot of people are living in illusion. A lot of people are living with delusionals, And the signs are there when you see them talk, when you see them behave.
Yeah.
I just know. But it is very difficult to say, to tell somebody that you've got issues. It sounds very rude.
God bless you, Mama. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so, I'm not against Christianity, but in anything you do in life, you put it, you minimize certain things so that you don't discuss. You see, sometimes reality checks is very important.
Very well.
In anything you do, reality check. Am I moving forward?
You are right.
Am I going back? It's good to have a reality check every time, okay?
God bless.
Thank you.
Wonderful, Mama. Thank you so much. That was nice. So, like I was saying, wait. Let me conclude the issue of this, my colleague. What happened? The reason why it's good to not allow wetin not dey okay for you dey enter your body. After she don't go talk finish, the woman, another person came here, cash am, he go report for work. As he report for work, wetin happen? Now so they enter inside a file. All those sick leave wey they give, they go bring all of them come out. Because do you know that the health insurance pay for sick leave? Health insurance, they pay. If the day where you don't go work, they go pay put. The day where you bring sick leave, they'll pay for. And they can't go check whether she don't get injury at work for that their place. Where be say they take responsibility of she has had it once. Injury at work. Because some of this work, when you are working with some people, sometimes you want to feel, I mean the job I do, you want to feel, oh, you feel your strength, that the strength is there, you are very powerful, the strength is, sometimes you don't even know that you don't have power. You think the strength is there, the machines that you are supposed to be using and operating on the people, you don't use it, you just want to do a faster something, like, I just want to be smart, let me quickly smart this thing over here. And so she did get shoulder breaking, where she did break her shoulder. Yes, health insurance will contribute, but the workplace also, they contribute to such a damage. It's not only the health insurance, although you pay health insurance, but if the damage is maximum, the health insurance contributes. This thing don't happen to me before, for my leg too. If the damage is high, we go come make you stay home longer than 6 months or longer than 3 months, I think so. Your workplace contributes to such a money. It's not only the health insurance that contributes to that, because it happened in your workplace. They can't go back to a file. They saw that something like that had happened before, and she done the work for this place when that thing happened. Meaning, you didn't tell us anywhere where you for they do full-time job for Europe. If you are taking a mini job, they want you to come and report the mini job so that they will put it on ground, knowing that you are doing that mini job. In case of anything, they trace where your problem comes from. You can't go and kill yourself from that side, and you come and bring the problem to this company to pay. I don't know whether you people are following. After you have killed yourself years with job, you are now weak. You don't come here, you can't fall down. Then we will not be taking the responsibility whether I'm there for work. This is why they normally ask, and they normally want to know that everywhere where you work. Now, so colleague, talkie, they put on for problem. I don't play too much with a work colleague. Work colleague be like this, our work for do cyberspace. Whatever you do, hide. If they enter your house, now lie, you take public. They will bring everything out. They will come and say it outside. They will not even if they don't say it to you, but the whole police already know how your house is. They already know how your place is. They already know how your husband is. They already know how your children is. They already know what you dey chop, but how will you dey drink for inside house. If they continue visiting your house, they already know. So when it comes to work environment, when we enter here now, I'm very careful. And don't forget, this cyberspace is also another work environment for me that I also entered with my 2 eyes, and by the day I can't get experience for inside. That is why I take advice from people, but sometimes I allow the advice to be on the minimum, because I know what I am doing. I know what I am. I know the person who don't know what they do. I know exactly what I am doing. By the time I take advice from you, oh, I accept it, okay. If it's good for me to work with, I work with it. If the advice is not good for me to work with, I will not lie. You gave it to me, I'll put it somewhere. I will do something that is okay for me. Then I get myself fine first. Be okay first. Now, so they be my people. You know they hide. For work colleague, you always make your colleague to know that you know what you are doing. If you make them understand, say you don't know what you do, you are a pushover. Look at how I do presenter, most of them are a pushover. See their life the way it is. They will talk one thing today, tomorrow they don't talk another thing. A person will be having a course that they are standing for. Tomorrow you will be hearing another thing. You'll be wondering to say, well, this person sleeping the time was saying this. Inconsistency. Inconsistency of the highest order. So that is it, my lovely Ayememo people. May I not forget to our Queen's Chair. Thank you to our Ipawe Day UK. If God bless you, I saw your contribution. It was massive. So some people also say by mid-month, while some also say by month-end. So we go do and wait till month-end. But more than not forget our Queen's Chair. We are doing contribution to get Queen Rita a Queen Chair. It was expensive. The one where they sent for me for WhatsApp the other day, I said I want to bring her come out. I think the lady she just checked her for Amazon. If you check it, Queen's Chair for Amazon, she saw the one of $850. She saw the one of 2,000 something euro. Me also, when I check our shop here in Germany, I also saw the one on 500 euros for that share. You understand? So, but we are contributing to Nigeria account. Whatever you have to support, you just support willingly from your mind, what your mind told you. We don't have a fixed account that we are putting. Then I will get it. Just like we say, I will sit down, carry my 2 leg, walk, they use them to the 2 something. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget it's our fasting. Don't forget Psalm 35. Oh. May una take join me, take use and take pray. May una not forget that. Yeah? Una see say now today be the first day of our fasting. Tomorrow is the second. Next tomorrow is another verse that we also bring come as Psalm way make bedu. The Maya lehu. If person they fast, he get things we know they do. May una not forget that one. He get what you know they do. Me myself, I will also stick to the rules of doing that. What you don't do when you are observing the spiritual cleansing. There are things you don't do. It's a spiritual cleansing. Yes. If you don't know, to some people who don't know, it's a big spiritual cleansing. There are things you don't do. And there are even things you don't say. There are characters you don't exhibit. So I will try my best. Before Sunday, I will stick to them to make sure that this our spiritual cleansing goes super. I love you guys. Thanks for joining and thanks for supporting. Have a wonderful afternoon. If you need my WhatsApp, maybe to contribute to the Queen's Chair, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Then I will send you the account. I will not be putting it online. Love you guys so much. Always share the video before the notification will start to come out again. Share the video always. Share the video always. Make I see whether I share to my other page as I did join. All right, I did. Ciao, ciao. Have a wonderful afternoon. Love you guys.